Time to jump into the real report. And yes, I know a lot of anglers are probably putting their gear away for the season with the colder weather. Today's a perfect example of that. But if you're willing to bundle up, there are still some great places to go catch a fish here in our area. Joining us, as always, for the real report on Wednesdays, Jordan Rodriguez from Tight Lines 208. And Jordan, we got three places that are on the radar for, I guess, the best winter fishing spots or cold weather fishing spots. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so we're in kind of one of those shoulder months or shoulder times of the year where it's not quite winter like ice fishing season yet, but the warm weather is definitely behind us, as you can tell being outside. So a couple things going on. The top of my list for this month is CJ Strike Reservoir. So that is a reservoir out south of Mountain Home, which almost never freezes. So it's pretty much always an open water situation. And lots of different stuff going out there right now. The panfish bite is really good. So we're talking about crappie, perch, bluegill. All three of those species are available. They're usually found in deeper water this time of year. So we're talking like 25 all the way up to like 50 feet. So a boat is kind of necessary with a fish finder and to go out and graph and find those schools. And then we're jigging vertically for those fish. So all the way down underneath wherever the school is, get your jigs down into that area. And it's been really good fishing for the last month. And that should continue through most of the winter. Obviously, you don't want to be out there on like the really cold, nasty, windy days. The wind in particular can be dangerous. But you get a nice sunny day out there without too much wind, and it's a really good time. There's also trout and bass and sturgeon and a lot of other things in CJ. So it's probably our top like multi-species destination, which makes it good for most of the year because usually something is biting, right? Maybe not all the species, but usually you can get something to go. And right now it's pretty good, I would say, particularly for the panfish and then also for the trout.
All right, tell me about the Boise River this time of year. Still a good spot?
Still a great spot. It's been fishing really, really well. The flows are very low and very slow, but the trout are biting. When it's low like this, the fish get a little bit spooky, so you want to be cautious when you approach the water. And it's also like finesse presentation, so small things, small flies, nymphs in particular, a little piece of bait, a small jig or a very small lure. Those are the types of things that tend to get eaten more in these fall months.
And I know the Payette River. People love to go to the Payette and hang out during the summer months. It's a great place to angle. It's a great place to hang out. Similar story, I guess, in the colder months, or maybe not as good?
I would say as far as an angler goes, it's the better time.
Really?
Yeah, those crowds are way down as far as the rafters and the floating crowd. And the reason for that is the flows are so low. But when the flows are up, and the rafting is kind of in peak season, it's actually kind of difficult to fish. Even if there were no rafters, the water's moving so fast. But this time of year, it's a lot lower, a lot slower, similar to the Boise in that respect, but it's still, more of a whitewater type river. So you're looking for those deep kind of, we call them plunge pools, where they got that kind of teal aquamarine water. The fish are going to be concentrated in those areas because most of the rest of the river is too shallow. So the Payette, to me, is kind of an underrated fishery. And these cold months, again, if you're willing to bundle up and do some hiking around, this is probably one of the better times of year to be up there.
All right. Jordan Rodriguez, as always, on Wednesday for the Real Report. You can catch his latest article at Tight Lines 208. We also have a link at ktvb.com.